What does the list function do in Python? I know that the list constructor creates a new list, but what exactly are its characteristics? What happens when you call list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? What happens when you call list 2, 3, 4? What happens when you call list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? From what I can tell, calling the constructor list removes the most outer braces, tuple or list, and replaces them with. Is this true? What other nuances does list have?
List converts the iterable pass to it to a list. If the iter table is already a list, then a shallow copy is returned, i.e. only the outermost container is new, rest of the objects are still the same.
Python has a well-established documentation set for every release version, readable at this URL. The documentation for list states that list is merely a way of constructing a list object, of which these are the listed ways. Using a pair of square brackets to denote the empty list. Using square brackets, separating items with commas, A, B, C. Using a list comprehension, X for X in iterable. Using the type constructor, list or list iterable. The list function accepts any iterable as its argument, and the return value is a list object. Further reading, this URL.
When we run above program, it produces following result. It is another way to create a list in Python. How convenient!
You said, from what I can tell, calling the constructor list removes the most outer braces, tuple or list, and replaces them with. Is this true? Imho, this is not a good way to think about what list does. True, square brackets are used to write a list literal, and are used when you tell a list to represent itself as a string, but ultimately, that's just notation. It's better to think of a Python list as a particular kind of container object with certain properties, e.g. it's ordered, indexable, iterable, mutable, etc. Thinking of the list constructor in terms of it performing a transformation on the kind of brackets of a tuple that you pass it is a bit like saying adding 3 to 6 turns the 6 upside down to make 9. It's true that a 9 glyph looks like a 6 glyph turned upside down, but that's got nothing to do with what happens on the arithmetic level, and it's not even true of all fonts.
If you want to say more, le haces considerar suscribing.